Well done, guys. In this particular video, we are going to be talking about how to write a quadratic expression in their complete form. In this example we have here, the question is write the following in their complete form. The first one is x squared minus 4x, x squared plus 1 over 4x, x squared plus 8x. So you are going to write solution. You have to know that whenever you are writing a quadratic expression in their complete form, you have to follow this process. The first one is write out the coefficient of x, multiply it by half, square the results, and add it to both sides of equation. Guys, for number one, which is x squared minus 4x, I want to write this expression in its complete form. So I will firstly do the first step, which is write out the coefficient of x. The coefficient of x is minus 4. I will multiply it by half. If I should multiply minus 4 by half, that would be minus 2. And I'm going to square the result, and I will add it to both sides of the equation. So this simply means that coefficient of x is minus 4, half of minus 4 is minus 2. Therefore, square is minus 2 squared. So therefore, guys, this expression, which is x squared minus 4x, I can equate it to 0. So I will then add it to both sides of the equation. This will then be x squared minus 4x plus minus 2 squared equals 0 plus minus 2 squared. So this will now be, now guys, follow the step I'm going to do now. I will take one x here, I will write it out, open a bracket. I'm going to ignore this minus 4x, but what is inside the bracket here, which is minus 2, I will also write it here, minus 2. I will then close the bracket and put squared. This will now be used to, and that is 4. So I will then bring this 4 back to the other side. X minus 2 all squared minus 4 equals 0. So therefore, guys, this simply means that the complete form of x squared minus 4x would equals x minus 2 all squared minus 4. Okay, let me do the second one. The second equation, that is x squared plus 1 over 4x. So guys, don't forget that the coefficient of x is 1 over 4. So that will be 1 over 4. I will multiply it by half times 1 over 2. And this is 1 over 8. Anything I got here, I'm going to square it. Then I will square this. So I will then add it to both sides of the equation. So this simply means that this x squared plus 1 over 4x plus 1 over 8 all squared will also equals to 1 over 8 all squared. So guys, at this point, I will know that 1 squared is 1, 8 squared is 64. So don't forget that the final answer will then be, I will take 1x here, I will write it out here, open a bracket. What is inside the bracket here, which is plus 1 over 8, I will write it plus 1 over 8. I will then close the bracket and put squared. So what is on this side, which will be the same thing as 1 over 64, I will bring it inside to the other side. So this will now be minus 1 over 64 equals 0. So this is the final answer. So guys, try this example following the same step I used here. So guys, the other example we have now is write the following in their complete form: 5x squared minus 3x, 2x squared plus 5x. Guys, I'm going to solve the question A, then I will give you question B as your classwork. So guys, the first thing you have to know is that whenever you are to write a particular expression in its complete form, you have to know that the coefficient of x squared must be 1. In the last 3 examples we did, you see that the coefficient of x squared was 1, but in this example, the coefficient of x squared is not 1. So we will firstly find a way to make the coefficient of x squared to be 1. So let's look at that. You know the question is, so I want to make this coefficient of x squared to be 1. What I'm going to do is that I'm going to bring this 5 out. So this would equals 5. I will then open a bracket. You know, if I should remove 5 from x squared, it will remain x squared. That will then be x squared minus. So guys, what was initially here was 3x, right? It will then turn to 3x over 5 close brackets. So the reason why it will be 3x over what is here is because if I should use this 5 to open the bracket, I must get what is here. So if I should use x squared, if I should 5 times minus 3 over 5. So this is the first process you are going to do. After this, we will now complete the square, complete the square. So guys, if I want to complete the square, I can just rewrite this my expression, which is 5 x squared minus 3x over 5 close brackets equal it to 0. So once I've done that, I will then look for the method I usually use. Write the coefficient of x minus 3 over 5. The coefficient of x is minus 3 over 5. Then after I've done that, the next thing I'll now do now is that I'm going to multiply it by half times 1 over 2. I'm going to get minus 3 over 10. Then after I've done this, I will then square the result. So after I've gotten the square of the half of the coefficient of x, I will then add it to both sides. Then add to both sides. So guys, this expression can then be 5, open the bracket, x squared minus 3x over 5 plus, open a bracket, minus 3 over 10 close bracket squared, close the general bracket. I will add it to the first part here, equals 0 plus minus 3 over 10 all squared. So I will add it to both sides like this. So after I've added it to both sides like this will then be 5, open the bracket. don't forget that what we usually do now is that I will take 1x here, I will write it out, small bracket. This x here, I'm going to ignore it. What is inside the bracket here, I will write it out, minus 3 over 10. I will close the bracket. I'm going to close the general bracket, then equals to minus 3 square is 9, 10 square is 100, that will then be 9 over 100. Then I can bring this 9 over 100 inside the bracket. I'm going to bring this 9 over 100, I will bring it inside the general bracket here. So it should be written as 5, open the general bracket, x minus 3 over 10 all squared. This 9 over 100 is going to come inside this general bracket, minus 9 over 100, then close the general bracket equals 0. So therefore, I can use this 5 to open this general bracket. That would then be, the final answer would then be 5 x minus 3 over 10 all squared minus, I will use this 5 to, if 5 here 1, 5 in 100, that is 20, 9 over 20. So guys, this is the final answer. So use this same step to do this question. Thank you for watching.